This short video will show you one way that you can work with Assignment 1 of Module or Unit 2 in COM 4 this year called Workplace Communications. Okay, so there's my module overview. You scroll down to the first assignment. It's a read and respond task called Workplace Readings. Brightspace always indicates to you when there is a document that you can work with what type of document that is. In this case, it's a Word document. In other cases, you may see that it's a PDF document or a PowerPoint document. So we know we're going to have to work with a Word document. There's several ways to get at that Word document. By instinct, we tend to want to click in the first hyperlink we see. So blue text in Brightspace is usually a hyperlink. If I click that hyperlink, it takes me to a web page that gives me several options for working with the document, including a viewing pane that I can't work in, but I can download from, a viewing pane where I can call up the very powerful tool Doc Reader. But we're looking for a simple way today, so I'm going to point out this is a down arrow. Now when I see a down arrow in an app, I want to click on it and see what options I have. So I can see right here, simply I can just download that document right from that drop down arrow. If you're reading through the instructions, you see download this Word document. That works too. So I'm going to click on that, and because I'm using Chrome, it's popped down to the download has come to the bottom left hand of my screen. Whatever browser you're using, know your browser. A lot of students do like Chrome. Now that it's downloaded, I can click on it to open it. And because I have as my default choice, which somewhere along the way, the program has asked me how I want to open my documents, my document has opened in the app that's installed on my device. And after a while, you get to know your menus, right? So I can tell from that menu that that's the app installed in my device. If you have chosen, when you installed Office 365, if you've chosen that it opens in the cloud, in Word Online, that's fine too. And it will look something like this. So it's a choice. Some people prefer Word Online, which has 90% of the features of Word app. I just happen to use the app more often. When you're in the cloud here, though, with this bright blue bar usually, make sure that you're in editing mode, that you can edit the document. And you might choose, if you want to open it in your desktop app, there you have it, open in desktop app, okay? For this, I'm just going to go into my desktop app. So here I've opened it 3 times while I practice. I have my document. I want to make sure that I save this someplace. You may have this box, your OneDrive Nova Scotia Community College. Your save window might look a little different. Make sure you save it where you can get it on your Nova Scotia Community College OneDrive, a personal OneDrive, on the device itself if it's your device. Now I can just type my answers as I go, but I want you to make sure that you read these instructions because not all answers have to be uploaded to the Dropbox, okay? There's specific questions that need to be answered, 2 paragraph tasks that need to be completed. The other questions are to help you do the work, so please do answer them, but they don't need to be submitted. So I can just type in this document if I want. I can create a new Word document and type the answers in if I prefer. So I'm going to demonstrate that. So File, blank document. Similar process if you're working in Word Online. Perhaps you want to try Word Dictate. We all type too much. Some of us don't have the best typing skills. I have a bit of arthritis in my hand, so sometimes I use Word Dictate. So I minimize. I did that a little fast. I minimize my new document. I'm going to resize it by, I'm not sure in the video if it's going to show you the special arrows here, but you get arrows that you can drag one way or another to resize your window. I hope the recorder picks that up. And I'm going to drag this window around. Easiest is to grab your name with the, put your cursor on your name and drag that around. And the reason I'm going to drag that around is because I'm also going to go up here to the minimize maximize box. And I am going to size by dragging. This gets very fiddly. It's the end of the day for me here, so I'm fiddling with it. You'll have to fiddle with it till you get lots of practice. I am going to have on one side of my screen, and I kind of like the document I'm reading on the left side of my screen. And on the right side of my screen, I'm going to put a document that's going to contain my answers. And, after a while, you get good with this. Right now, I'm just, end of the day, I'm not so good with it. So I have the stories I'm going to read, the questions I'm going to answer on my left side of my page. And at the same time, I can type my answers in here. Or, I'm tired. I'm going to go up. Your main word menu, if you haven't minimized it too small, has a dictate button, okay? Lots of ways to use dictate, but this is just the top level easy way. I'm going to press dictate. It's going to turn to record. And it's going to do a pretty good job of recording my voice, even though I'm quite a rapid speaker with a Cape Breton accent. Period. New paragraph. So sometimes Word makes some mistakes. It did a pretty good job. It's doing a pretty good job of this, but it's not going to recognize all the words I say. And it may not get all the punctuation I need. So at any time, I can go back and add punctuation or edit words. Use things like spell check. So when I want to stop dictation, I'm just going to click the dictate button again, and it turns blue rather than red. Maybe I'm going to maximize this and go, okay, I'm going to put my cursor here and press dictate. And then I need a capital letter here, and I can edit it as I want. If I'm tired, maybe I want Word to read that aloud to me. The menu can be a little complicated for that, so I'm going to read up to that magnifying glass icon, and I'm going to say, read aloud. And it's going to ask me, do you want to read aloud? Yeah, I want to read that aloud.
At any time I can go back and add punctuation or edit words, use things like spell check, so what I want to.
So I don't know if I clicked for you to hear the audio, but that read it back to me. So it just told me, I'm listening, I don't have enough punctuation in there. I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit that punctuation. That's a big run-on sentence. Okay? So just one way, a way that's a little different that you can work with that assignment. If you have any questions, let me know.